Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Hello.
Welcome to the Abomination Goddess podcast. We are happy to have you. Welcome, Casey.
Thank you.
Casey is the author of Abomination Born, a fictional portrayal of her real life experiences with the mystical realms. Her action-packed book is full of lessons, insights, and calls for other Abomination Born folks around the world to start connecting, which is so cool. She is an award-winning public speaker, and I think that you'll find by watching this podcast and reading her books that she effortlessly just draws her audience into her world, both in her book and on the stage. And she's always just a wealth of knowledge for us on the podcast. And I enjoy speaking with her every Wednesday. So welcome and thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. And my name is Ashley Kim. I am the author of Villanera Goddess. It is a book that I wrote to help women on their journeys to set boundaries, build confidence, and heal themselves. It is a very honest and open look at what I went through and the tools that I used to survive my villain era. And yeah, we just kind of use this time each Wednesday to go over any new things we've learned, any old things we want to share, and everything in between. Nothing's off limits. Yay. Okay, so do we want to hop into show and tell time?
Yeah.
All right. Let me share my window. Okay, let me know if you can see everything here.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, what do we want to start with?
Uh, Maybe the black cat.
Okay, can I show the cover first?
Sure.
Um,
Sure.
is this a new one for you?
Yes, it's a new one. I couldn't help
I
it. I was
yes.
at I was at the Enchanted metaphysical conference in Conway, Arkansas this weekend. And
Oh,
just a wonderful lady, Kaylee, she gave a talk and it was like a group reading, and this is the deck that she used, and she would have people draw a card and then she would tell them a little bit about themselves, and I
that's
just
awesome.
loved it, so afterwards I had to buy it. Had
Yes.
to buy
Yeah,
the
I
deck,
would have too,
of course.
for sure. Awesome.
And
Okay,
that
here
was
it
the
is.
card I pulled today.
Oh my
I
gosh, yeah.
I I just loved it. And it's a black cat, and it's got
Hmm.
a little symbol on its just above its nose. And
Hmm.
I don't know if we can make it out, but
I have
the
right
black
here.
cat, yeah, the black cat symbolizes independence, but not necessarily independence because you necessarily want it to be independent. It's because you're different. And one way that we handle being different finally is being okay with being independent. And as the
Yeah.
black cat, the black cat, a lot of people would say, "Oh, the black cat's crossing my path. This is not
Mhm.
good." Well, it's the same with some of us. You know, we cross people's
Definitely.
paths, and
Yeah.
we're like the
Yep.
black cat.
Yep. They might cross the road when they see us coming.
Yes, yes,
Oh, I love
yes.
it. This card is just gorgeous and with the
Isn't
moon in
it
the
gorgeous?
back and yeah, it looks like it might open to maybe a cemetery.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's just so gorgeous. This cat is just
And notice
beautiful.
this cat is she's right on a threshold. So she's in that liminal space, the between.
Yeah.
And I like that too. So
Mhm.
it just helps me realize that I'm not alone, on this journey.
Yeah,
Even though it might seem that I'm alone, but I'm not alone.
right. Yep. Yes, exactly. It's a good reminder, that's for sure.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then this is what
And
the
that's
inside
just
of the book looks like.
yeah, yeah, uh-huh.
Oh, this is
Um,
awesome.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, I want to get this. Um, Very cool.
yeah, it is. I really, really like the whole thing.
Yeah. No, it
Yeah,
makes
I
me
was
miss
going
my
to
black
read.
cat.
Let's see. She says, being true to yourself and loyal to your cause will open up heightened senses as you trust in your instincts rather than listen to the naysayers. I love that. And she
Yes.
says to call on me to enhance your personal magic, your psychic powers and strength go it alone.
Love that. Who was it
Yeah,
that
the
sings
whole
that song "Go Your Own Way"? Um,
no.
oh, I gotta find it now. Go
Yeah,
ahead though.
I
Sorry.
I have it singing in my head. Yeah.
I know. That's
Goes.
perfect for this.
Yes. Yes.
Fleetwood Mac. That's what my guess was.
Was it?
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Um, let's see. Oh, you had said something and it triggered a thought and now it's gone. But that following your path and I think that is so important to not let somebody silence you because you don't fit in and that might make them feel uncomfortable. And I think one of the things that we are finding, you and me and other women like us, is that you do kind of go through a period where you feel alone. You're following your own path. But if you stick with it, the rewards start coming, like heaping on top of you to the point where you're like, you don't regret a thing that you did. But unfortunately, you have to do the journey first before you can get there. So yeah, I love this.
That is so true. That is so true.
Oh my gosh, what is this one?
This is a deck that I got from this girl, Julie Couch, and Raven's Eye, and she was just so cool. Okay, just for a second here before we go on.
Yeah.
So I was talking with Julie at her booth, and she was talking about seeing a lizard. So she's a clairvoyant, so she sees things, and she was describing this lizard that she sees in the spirit realm, and she was even saying that he smelled really bad. And I said, like mildew? And she's like, yeah. And I described him to her too. And yes, it's so neat to talk
Oh
with
my
people who
gosh,
have
yeah.
seen this creature. Uh,
Yeah.
I of course call him Gasta in my book, but he's real.
Yeah.
He's real.
Oh my
And
gosh. Yeah.
my other lizard that I talk about in the story is not in a negative way, but the other one is Ravidian, and he is bright green. She hadn't seen him. He's a big, huge, bright colored
Yeah.
lizard creature, but she actually has seen
Oh my gosh. And
Gasta.
how did that come up? Like, how did that come up that where you learned that?
I'm not really sure. Sometimes people just
Yeah,
blurt things out, and she
they
just
do.
kind of was talking about something, and then that was, and she was saying that
Yes.
he was smelling her, and I know why he was smelling her. He was smelling her to see does she have, um, is her life force, has her life force cord been cut to where he can feed off of the life force energy that's flowing around her, not directly in her, and so
Yeah.
he's
Oh.
checking it out to see.
Uh-huh.
That's
Oh,
how he knows.
interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. And you're right, sometimes those things just pop out. It's not necessarily a specific conversation, but when something like that needs to be said, it does just pop out. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Oh, all right. I'm gonna go back to sharing. Oh, that is so cool. And so that was this lady right here, this Julie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah. And so did she make this? It's a tarot deck?
No, she didn't. I saw it there, or Al bought this deck for me.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And
I see. I'm sorry. Raven's Eye is her, and then this tarot deck is
yes,
separate. Okay.
yes, that's the box that it's in. Hmm.
That is so cool too.
It is. I know the pictures in there are just awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I love this. Oh, that is so cool that you got to meet her.
And this is the card I pulled today. And look, this is the Queen of Cups.
Wow. Okay, let
And
me
and
make it.
now when I mean, just look at her.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. This
You
is
know,
like,
from a distance, she kind of looks masculine. She's so powerful, but
uh-huh.
as you get closer in, she's quite feminine.
Yeah,
Uh,
she is.
and and she's, of course, now the queens, any queen that you pull up, they're the master of their element, and so she's a master of her emotions. And I thought that was
Yeah.
pretty appropriate because Right now, I'm at the phase where when someone says something negative, I'll just say, thank you,
Yes, I love that.
and,
Yeah.
and move on,
Yep.
you
Thank you.
know, thank
Because
you.
it has to do
Yeah.
with them, not with you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I think this is just this artwork is amazing. And I like how
Yes,
it is like futuristic and ancient at the same time. Like I feel
hmm
like it's everything all at once. Yeah, this is cool.
Now the
Um,
book, the tarot deck didn't come with a book, but I imagine it has a book somewhere. So I'll have to do some research to find
oh
if there
yeah,
is
to
a
see.
book that goes with this. But
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I
the
would love
picture
to.
is just
Yeah, like what is
wonderful.
this? Is this like a keyhole or just a belt buckle? Like I just feel like there's so many cool things in here.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, yeah, this is awesome. What a good find. And Al got that for you?
yes, yes.
Oh, it's
And
awesome.
he's the one who brought me over to their booth. He says, "Oh,
Oh,
you
really?
gotta
Oh,
you gotta meet these people."
yeah, yeah, he knew.
He knew, he knew. And while I was there, I ran I have been looking for a very small piece of pink morganite. I have it in my bracelet that I wear all the time, but I want just a small piece because I want a grid. I want to do a stone grid with it. And I ran across a young man who's going to meet us at the Hot Springs Enchanted Fair in May, and
Oh,
he's
cool.
going to bring it. And so this is what I pulled out for today was the pink morganite. And
Mm.
morganite it says it supports you as you change and move forward in life and provides a boost of strength and energy. And it's known as the crystal of unconditional and divine love. It
Oh,
cleanses and activates the heart chakra.
yeah. This sounds like an amazing one.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
I have
awesome.
I have been wearing it. I got the bracelet from Velvet Moon over in Fort Smith, Arkansas,
Uh-huh.
and it's just a lovely um, one of these stretchy bracelets. Let's put my arm up. Yeah, this one right
Yeah.
here. And
Yeah.
I can really tell as soon as I wear it, I do feel I feel like it's taking care of me. It's mothering me. It's got
Yeah.
that pink love
Mm-hmm.
energy to it. It's
Yeah.
just
Oh,
wonderful.
that's awesome. Oh, yeah. Stones are so powerful and yeah, I think if people only knew what they could be tapping into with those, you know?
Yeah. We're going back to what's it called? The on the 11th and the 11th, 12th, and 13th, or maybe it's just the 12th and 13th in Fort Smith, is something called the Gypsy Soul. And it's going to
Ooh,
be, yeah, it's going to be at the
already has my
Wyndham.
attention.
I know it's going to be at the Wyndham Hotel in Fort Smith. It's not
Yeah.
this weekend, next weekend. We're going to go to that. And I'm going to stop back at the Fort Smith Velvet Moon and see what else she has because she went to a big show up in Kansas City that was a rock show. And
Oh, yeah. So she probably came home with some good stuff.
yes, yes,
I
yes.
love
And
that.
then of course I'll stop at the Strange Brew in Fort Smith also. They
What is
have a
that?
wonderful shop in Fort Smith. That's where I got so many books.
Oh my gosh. Fort Smith, Arkansas?
Hmm
Oh, I need to write that down. I'm back. Sorry. I was gonna write that down real quick. That's awesome. It sounds like that location has like a lot of really cool shops.
Two, two very cool shops. Yes.
That's
Morgan is
awesome.
in the Velvet Moon, and Candy has with her son has the Strange Brew, and hers is right
Okay,
downtown.
that is awesome. Um, Good for you. You have a lot of very cool things coming up. And then you are also, I think I've brought this up before, but for anybody watching, you are editing your second book and writing your third as well,
hmm hmm
which is so
Almost done.
exciting. Yes. Oh, I cannot wait. And then will we get to learn more about the lizards and other things like that?
Oh
Like,
yeah, Yeah, their main,
Yeah.
all these characters come back and more, we learn more about them.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I write about in book one is the black and white checkered floor. And that's where the council is. And um, Marnie goes to the council several different times, and
Mhm.
uh, and it's a black and white checkered floor. And I know that people, anyway. So I was at this conference, and I happened to mention the black and white checkered floor, and some girl next to me was like, oh, "That that's yeah." Something about the black
Yeah.
and white checkered floor to some people means something.
Yes.
That means somewhere they have
Mhm.
been, somehow they've been to the council meeting.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And yeah, that's how I when I you first talked about it, it was like a visceral reaction in my body, but like no memory with it. I don't like I couldn't tell
Right,
you what the memory is, but
right.
and it's yeah, it's very interesting to look back and think, anytime I've even seen it in designs for, homes or something, I have a reaction to it.
It's a
And
reaction.
yeah, and it's never been a, oh, I want that in my house reaction. It's more of like a why like a what is that kind of a thing. And I don't know, maybe someday I'll remember, who knows. But yeah, I think the checkered
Whenever I
floor.
need to know, yeah, whenever I need to know more about the council, I will just concentrate on my feet standing on the black and white checkered floor, and the tiles are about 12-inch square tiles, and they're quite shiny, and I will concentrate on that, almost like imagine it or something.
Yeah.
If I need to know more about it, sometimes that works for me.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I don't think
Yeah.
about anything else. I just think about my feet and the shoes that I'm wearing at the moment. I see my
Yeah.
shoes or I think of them, or I sense it. Sometimes I'll go in with feeling instead.
Yeah. Yep, I love that. Okay, I need to try that. Yeah, I don't know, I'll let you know. I'll try that and let you know what happens. Oh, that's so exciting. I have lately been, with my tarot cards and oracle cards and all of that, been getting the same message of opening myself up to, it depends on the card, but like the source or the divine or the universe or whatever. But I would say pretty much every day that I've been pulling them, that's what I'm getting, is that it's time to open up. It's time to be more open. It's time to go back to it, like all of that. So I'm kind of excited to see where that takes me. I feel like I don't really know where that's going to take me right now, but I have been more open to, I don't know if I've said this on our podcast because it's one of those things you just don't say out loud to people, but like I am more open to feeling, I can feel my cord connection, my energetic cords with other people a lot more. And when my family is in bed, if they are sleeping, I can hear their voices just nonstop all the time now. And it's interesting. I don't know what they're saying, but I can just hear them. It sounds like they're just talking nonstop in the background, um, which we've always had kind of an issue with that in our house anyway. I can't read scary books or spicy books after bedtime because my kids always dream about what I'm reading about, like all that kind of stuff. So I was hoping that we kind of had some of that shut off just because I was like, it's my time, darn it. I want to read whatever I want to read without my kids coming in with a nightmare that's a battle scene that I just read. But so I felt like maybe that was getting better, but then it wasn't because then our 5-year-old was having some behavior issues. And so I stopped reading the scary books or, anything with stress in it. And we're getting better. But yeah, I did think it's interesting to see kind of all these same signs, but then seeing some of the things that are just happening to me, just in general too. And yeah, I don't know what's coming next after. All I know is when people are my family, when they're asleep, I hear them constantly. Just, I don't know.
That is so cool. That is really neat. And it does set the tone. One of the powers that I don't know about men, maybe they have it too. Mostly women seem to have the power of setting the tone for the home.
Mhm.
And yes, men can do it they can do it too, I suppose. Yeah, you can go into a house where it might be bad because the man is bad, but of course I
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's
want to
true.
be there.
Right.
But so the woman really can set a wonderful tone, and she can use her words and say beautiful things and say,
Yeah.
for one thing, say how much you appreciate everything. And of course, remember to sweep, use the broom and sweep light and love out into to everywhere and everything.
Mhm.
All if you have to start outside of the yard, outside of the house, get the broom or the rake or whatever you feel like sweeping with, or the leaf blower, whatever whatever you need to
Yeah.
you know get
Yep.
get that light and love going.
Yes, yes. And that is such a good idea. The other day, I did think of you because I was cracking up because my 5-year-old was having just a hard time going to sleep, and in kindergarten they have an up and positive day, or they call it a down and dirty day. And so that's how she kind of categorizes if she has good behavior or bad behavior. So she's crying, and she was like, I was down and dirty before bed because I was grouchy. And so I was like trying to explain to her, everyone gets, I get grouchy, like, like just trying to explain it's okay. But and then she finally passed out, but I just felt bad for her, and I just felt like she went to bed with a rain cloud hanging over her. So I didn't have anything with me. So I was just like
That's
going like that
beautiful.
towards
Yes,
her, and
kind of swish.
yeah, and just telling her that she is good inside and out, and she's has level, like just trying to, if I could implant something in her brain, like what would I want, and it would be like, we love you and you are a good girl.
And
Yeah.
choose again.
Yeah,
Remember the
exactly.
go above
Yeah.
over the face and choose again, choose again.
Yes. Choose again. Yeah. I need to teach her that. Yeah, so I was just kind of cracking up. I wasn't cleaning, I wasn't sweeping, so I'm like, I'm just gonna go like this.
Yes,
But
yes.
I mean, yeah. And yeah, she slept fine that night. But yeah, I've been experimenting with just kind of changing the energy and paying a little bit more attention to the like energetic connections with my family members, because I think I had forgotten how much we are connected and how much that impacts them. And so I've been trying to get back into paying attention to it, and I don't know. It feels messy. We're getting there.
Oh, we are connected. I think I told you that one day on the way down to Little Rock, which is about a 4-hour drive the way we go, um, we were on the way back from Little Rock. All of a sudden, I felt like my wrist broke, and I was just
Oh, I
sitting in
didn't
the
know this.
car. Al was driving, and I was just all of a sudden I just screamed out in pain, and so he had to pull over and wrap my arm up in, and because I'm an identical twin, he immediately said, "Oh, there's probably something wrong with your sister."
Yeah.
So as soon
Yeah.
as we got home, this happened on the other side of, I don't know where we were, but it was a couple hours away yet. And
Yeah.
so uh, it was on a Wednesday, I think. And as soon as I got home, I called my sister and I asked her, "Is everything okay?" And she said, "Why are you calling?" And but instead of saying yes, everything's
Right.
okay, she says, "Why are you calling?" And I said, "Well, I was just wondering if everything's okay." And she says, "Why are you calling?" Especially right now in the middle of the day. And I said, "Well, my right wrist feels like it broke. Are you okay? Did you hurt yourself?" And she says, "No, but mom broke her right wrist in the backyard a couple hours ago."
My goodness. Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Things like that. Yeah. It is so
And as soon
interesting.
as she said that, my the pain went away.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, that is so interesting how that happens.
We're
Oh,
connected. We're
yeah, we are
connected.
connected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, we are. And it is one reason I do like doing the cord cutting ceremonies and things like that, just because I well, not with I would not just cut my energetic cord with my kids or anything like that, but as I heal my relationship, like with my mom, for example, I will cut ours so it can regrow in like a better way, that's healthier for both of us. Or if I quit a job, or something like that, I'll cut all the cords with the people, the places, and all the things. And I feel lighter and I don't have nightmares. Oh, I was
One
gonna,
thing to remember with cutting cords is think of them, the cords to other people here, think of them as being horizontal coming off your body, coming off like, yeah, horizontal coming out like that way. But the cord that you're connected to the life force is vertical.
yeah,
And that's the cord that you don't want to have cut and let have anyone have the permission to cut that. And so that
right.
you have to be really protective of that one. And so yeah, uh, cutting the cords
Yep.
can be very, very
It's usually,
beneficial.
yeah. And the bad ones that drain me and make me feel bad are usually on my shoulders or my hips. And this is just for me. I don't know what other people are like. And then the ones that are not toxic are usually lined up with my chakras like perfectly. So I don't know. That's just one of the things that I've noticed. But yeah, I wouldn't want no cutting up here.
No cutting
Or
up
my
there.
tail that's going into the ground. No cutting
The
there either.
tail. I love that tail. Yeah.
Um, I've been looking into just recently, I've been having dreams of huge spiders coming at me, and they don't come at me unless I either speak or move. So that unless I make a vibration in some manner, then they all just like come at me. And the spiders don't even look like real they look like spiders, but like four layers of legs on them. Like some of the legs don't even touch the ground. Very weird looking. Um, so I don't know if you have any ideas, but I've been, I don't know, thinking, what do spiders represent? Because I don't want to necessarily like say this is a bad dream, even though it was stressful for me because I felt like I had to stay completely still, so that they wouldn't get me. But I don't know, it was so, I don't know, it was just so weird. Um,
Well, the spiders represent the spider kingdom and the spider nation. They represent that web that connects everybody to everything. And here you're talking about the connection, this cord connection. Now there's a they have the connection that is okay to be connected with. So that's why there's no such thing as time or place really, because you can touch into the web that they've
mhm,
created, and wherever you need to be, you can be there. I go by vibration, but you can be
mhm.
there through their web. it
Yeah.
it's just like a simultaneous thing, and actually it's kind of fun to be in multiple places at once by touching into their
Mm.
web. And I remember once thought, oh, you know, I'm so important. I could, if I was in charge of where they connect, they connect. And I was right at a connection point, and I felt sorry for that connection point. And I see it as a little happy smile.
Uh-huh.
Uh, but there's really no smile there, but it's so happy that in my mind, I think it's there.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I remember saying to it that, well, if I was ever in control of everything, I would give you a chance to get away from here and go do whatever you want to do, because that's their job, is to stay connected on the
Mhm.
web. And spiders, they're connected with everything, and
Yeah.
their web is everything. And this this being, um, in my story, I call him the Ancient of Days. This being just let me know that I had no idea what I was talking about. He is everywhere and anything.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, that is funny.
I said, really?
Yeah.
I'm so silly.
How would we know? Yeah.
I was
Oh,
young.
oh. We have so many great ideas when we're young. Oh,
Yes.
I wish I knew everything like I did when I was younger. It seems, that is helpful though, because I mean, I don't know, my brain just connected this, but I have been feeling very hesitant about my connection with everyone, because I at night once I kind of calm down, I do feel I have a huge connection with just everybody, like us. Like I feel like my connections are opening to other people that are like us. And I've been struggling with it of do I want that or not? That kind of thing. And I wonder if that, so maybe that's why I'm struggling with the spiders and kind of staying still so they can't find me. So I don't know. I probably need to think about that a little bit more.
Well, if
Um,
I want to be connected with other people, and put myself out there, rather than me sending out my energy horizontally like that,
uh
that has never worked for me. There's always consequences when I do that. So instead, what I do is I'll tap into that and touch onto the web, and
mhm.
then that web will take me to the connection to everywhere and everybody. And
Okay.
when I'm touching into the web, then I don't have to worry about, I'm not sucking anyone else's energy, like an energy
Mhm.
vampire. They're not
Yeah,
sucking anything off of me. Um,
right. Yeah. How do
and
you,
so
okay.
this,
Oh, go ahead.
so the spider has come to you to tell you to it's not it's not tendrils going out this way. Is put yourself it what I do is like I imagine like I'm falling into a a spider web. And I just
Oh,
go there. I go there with
yeah. So you're
love.
landing on it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. I might have to try. Yeah. And I think too, what makes me nervous is I don't really know how to describe this, so I'm going to do my best. Is I feel like, because I keep touching right here, I feel like I have this huge pipe, right, that goes into my chest. And this grosses me out to say this, but let's just picture it's a bunch of spaghetti noodles sticking out, right?
Hmm.
And that if I follow the spaghetti noodles to the end, I would know where they are, what they're feeling, all that kind of stuff, right?
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I don't follow it to the end, but it's the fact that there's so many like shoved in here and I can feel them all. And I think that's what makes me nervous is I don't I don't want to feel I don't want to feel everything. I don't want that openness. But I do like being connected with people. I just feel like I'm taking a step that I'm not educated about, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's
That's why
weird.
what I'll do is I'll go. Um, I imagine it's the light is coming down over me, over the top of me, and then it's through that. Once I'm completely in that, then I will ask for the web, ask to be connected with the web,
Okay.
and then when the web comes or when I feel it, then I can be connected to everything. And I'm not hurting anyone. They're not hurting me.
Yeah.
Uh, Anything in that position. But
Okay.
if I do it horizontally, um, my grandma used to say that's why we wear the shawls, the scarves, is because just in case we've done something horizontally, it goes all the way around the earth and comes back and hits you in the back of the neck. And so she would always say, you have to go up. You have to go up.
Mhm. Okay, I need to practice that. Yeah, I need to practice that.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you're a high feeler, you know, and I'm not so much of a high feeler. It's
yeah.
not as a problem for me as much. Um, but yeah, maybe you have to cut off the connections horizontally in order for you to concentrate on going up and
Yeah. Like try
connecting
to reroute
vertically.
them.
Hmm. Yeah, to
Reroute.
me, it's
Okay.
sort of like a giant A frame or like the letter, or yeah, like an A. So I'm going up, and it's from there that I would come back down to where I needed to be, where on the
Okay.
web I needed to be. And like if I'm going
Yeah.
to do remote viewing or if I'm talking to someone, I don't know, far away, that's the way I do it. And like if I'm seeing a being, like if I'm seeing the spirits or ghosts or whatever, it's coming from up there and then over to them. It's not coming from me
Oh,
going horizontally. I
yeah.
don't do anything horizontal. I'd go up
Okay.
first, and then from there, it goes down to
Yeah.
where they are. Now, the web is a little bit is a little more intricate because once you're touching the web, instantly everywhere at once. And so
Okay.
sometimes I need to concentrate on what I want, and I will then focus on the smell of the person or the vibration of that person.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I'm
You,
gonna have to practice. And maybe
and it's
too, it's yeah, go ahead.
being that you're a high feeler, rather than try to see anything, just go with the feeling of it,
Okay.
and going up. And
Yeah.
and you'll know when you're doing it right, because you'll have that, you first of all have to have the sense of joy. That's my thing. I
Hmm.
have to be in that state of joy. Once the state of joy
Yeah.
comes and I'm in that place, then it'll
Yeah.
work. Then
Okay.
I can connect.
And that's a good point. Yeah, because I don't have the sense of joy. I have the sense of, oh, like, oh,
Yeah,
it's a lot.
right. Most all the things horizontal, when you're connecting horizontal,
Mhm.
will have it's overwhelming. Um,
Mhm. Yeah,
yeah.
that's exactly how it is. It's very
Hmm.
overwhelming. It's like
Hmm.
suddenly having thousands and thousands of
Hmm.
something's accessing you.
Hmm.
So, okay.
hmm
Thank you. Yeah, that is so helpful. I will be practicing that. So simple. And yeah, thank you.
hmm Yeah, when it comes down, also the sense of joy, then there'll be a thing where I know that I'm not the power,
Mm.
which really is kind of weird, because actually I'm all power then. If you
Yeah.
know, I'm
Yeah.
I am so powerful that
Yeah.
but it's not the little I me, it's
Yeah.
the capital
Yes.
letter I me that has
Yeah.
all this power. And it's because I'm tapped into the web, the
Yeah.
I'm tapped
Okay.
into all things. Oh, I'm getting
Yes.
all kinds of chills
I
just
know.
talking about
Oh,
it.
that makes me see. Okay, you just reframed all of it for me because I was not looking forward to any of this. And now I feel better because I'll have more control, because I can do it in a way that's not toxic. But yeah, I love, one of the things I say is that I'm everything and I'm nothing all at the same time. But I
Yeah,
kind of feel like the
you're the
little eye
little
and the big
I
eye.
and the big
Yeah.
I. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. And
Yeah.
then I use the words, I use the words thank you constantly
Mm.
as I'm moving into that space. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you,
Oh,
thank you,
yeah.
thank you, thank you. I'm
Yeah.
like over and over again, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you. I'm kind of silly about it, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
you know
No, I
the
think that's
the
good.
web, all the beings, every little connection on that web, every connection will take you someplace. It's just
Yeah.
amazing where you can go, what and how you can connect with different realms, this realm, even anything, anywhere,
Yeah.
everywhere is connected on this.
Do you have to be careful about how you do that or I don't know.
When I'm in the sense of joy,
Yeah.
then no, it's not
Okay.
when I'm in the sense of joy, when that joy is over me and I feel that joy and I've got this big smile on my face,
Yeah.
then no, then I'm being
Because
I'm being protected.
yeah. Okay. It's like getting into the roller coaster and putting your harness on and buckling it in. Like that's the joy.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, actually. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, because
yeah.
that's a
Yeah, it'd be silly to ride a roller coaster without buckling up. I mean, it would really be silly, and yet we do that all the
yeah.
time, in our life.
Yeah.
We think,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I can handle this. No.
Right. Right. Yeah. My sister was telling me some story she saw on YouTube. I don't even know if it's true, but it was a boy who liked to visit the different realms and then he got stuck in one. And so his body on Earth just died or something like that. And I was like, well, if that's true, then he did something wrong. Like, I feel like I know enough people who have hopped around enough and they're alive that something, if that is true, and I don't know if it is, that something went wrong there. But yeah, just us talking, I was like, well, if I have you in front of me, I should just ask you, how do you do things safely? Because you would know, more than some, I don't know,
Yeah,
other people.
when people do that really deep, deep work where you're totally into the other side, where you're, either tapped into the web where you've gone someplace, um, it can be so wonderful that maybe you don't want to come back. And so I would always,
Oh.
if I was going to be gone for on a long journey,
Mhm.
I always would tell the universe how for sure that I'm coming back. And then I would
Okay.
also have somebody here, a person, and usually Al, I would have Al say something that would call me back in case,
Okay.
because I could be out of my body. That's when you're really truly out of your body. I could be out of
Yeah.
my body for hours. I mean,
Yeah.
I used to be out of my body for hours. Our
Yeah.
classes would be hours long,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah, that is so yeah, because I remember you saying that you would miss or you would miss what you were learning in school, like school here
Oh
on
yeah.
Earth.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
That was during, yes, during that. Right.
yeah.
That's a different, that's a little bit different where someone
Oh, okay.
else, another being or another part of your consciousness comes back and handles things for you while you're
Yeah.
busy learning something else.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's so interesting. Will will things like that be in your next books?
When I get maybe to the fourth book, I might put some of
Fourth
that
one?
in there.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Slowly
I
eases
haven't
into
really
everything.
started talking about the Spider Nation. Well, I kind of say a little bit. I call them the grapevines in
Oh, okay.
book one. Hmm.
Okay.
Because it
Okay.
kind of,
Oh,
it
interesting.
does have a sense of like grapevines all over. You know how grapevines
Mhm.
go everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Twist it around. Um, awesome. Well, this has been so interesting for me and very informative. I thank you, Casey. Every time we talk, I feel like I learned so much, and I feel better about my spider dream. I know what to do now.
Yeah, connect connect into the joy. The
Yeah.
Spider Nation is
Yeah.
a very good, very good.
Yeah.
They get a
Yeah.
bad rap.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say so. I wonder if I should look up or try to find the spiders that I saw. I don't even know how to describe like a Google search on these spiders because they looked so different, but also the same as what a spider looks like. I don't know. I might try to Google it and see if anyone has described a spider like this because they were pretty big. Um, yeah.
I quit gardening in this one section of the yard. We had spiders there that were, well, I told you I had one spider in the house here in this old trailer house. It was as big as the kitchen sink. But the one I had outside was it had like two bodies to it and big legs. It was just huge. And I thought I was used to big spiders from living in Arizona, but those were
Yeah.
nothing. Nothing.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know Arkansas had spiders that big.
I know we've got everything.
I'm rethinking my
I
love for
have
the
to
state
always
now.
talk to them nice. I've got
Yeah.
uh the black widow spider. She's on one of the roses. And
Hmm.
I just leave her alone. I
Yep.
respect
Yep.
her.
Yes. Yeah, we do. We speak to our insects as well. We are, well, Nova, my 5-year-old, she's so excited about the roly-polies that are supposed to be coming back, which we
Yes.
must have a lot of
Yeah.
metals in our dirt or something because we have a ton of them. So she's very excited. She doesn't understand it's probably not the same ones that she named already that are going to be coming back, but same. So they'll be the same. Oh, goodness. Oh, all right. Well, thank you again. This has been so fun, and I love our conversations. Um, I think, let's see, lessons that we've learned today is everything goes up, not in and out. And yeah, learn more about the webs and what else did we talk about? Uh, oh, and even if you feel like you're walking alone, there are people like us out there
Yeah.
and know that you're not really alone. You have your ancestors, you have so many people who want to help you, and you might feel alone physically on this earth, but you will run into your people. I think so. Yeah.
Yes, I
Anything else?
agree.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I think that wraps it up for today. I hope everybody has a good rest of the day, and I hope the rest of your week is wonderful. And I hope that you get to touch the spider web in whichever way you want, whichever good
And get
ways you
out your
want.
broom and sweep light and love out into everything.
Yeah, sweet light and love. Yeah, for sure. That is important. So, yay. Awesome. All right. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.